At Numerian Capital, we bring you the latest stock news each day. Please like and subscribe so we can bring these articles to you each day. Thank you. Today, June 20, 2023, David Michery just received 2.6 million shares of Mullen stock. Michery owns 113.66 million shares, although that figure may not be adjusted for a recent reverse split. Mullen Automotive CEO David Michery recently received 2.63 million shares as part of his performance stock award agreement. Michery turned around and transferred and gifted all 2.63 million shares. Mullen stock is down more than 95% so far this year. Mullen Automotive, Nasdaq MULN, stock is in focus following the submission of a Form 4 from CEO David Michery. On June 13, Michery received 2.63 million shares as part of a 2022 performance stock award agreement. 2 days later, the CEO transferred 2.09 million shares to an unknown recipient, as evidenced by transaction code J. On the same day, he also gifted 541,813 shares to an unknown recipient. Following the transaction, the Form 4 states that Michery now owns a total of 113.66 million shares. However, this figure does not appear to have been adjusted for the 1-for-25 reverse stock split initiated last May. A Form 4 dated February 16 showed that he owned 113.66 million shares as well. Michery has a history of receiving shares from his performance stock award agreement or equity incentive plan and then subsequently transferring, gifting or selling them. Last February, he received 16.68 million shares through his performance agreement and then sold 14.93 million shares on the same day. He also received 6 million shares through his incentive plan. After that, Michery gifted 5 million shares and transferred 1 million shares. Mullen CEO David Michery receives 2.6 million shares of Mullen stock. Michery's 2022 Performance Award Agreement allows Michery to receive large amounts of shares for various milestones. Mullen has not disclosed which milestone Michery achieved to receive the 2.63 million shares, although investors can infer. The capital benchmark milestone states that he will receive 1% of all issued and outstanding shares for each $100 million raised in debt and equity financing, up to $1 billion. The milestone will expire in July 2024. As of June, there were 263.27 million shares of Mullen stock outstanding. Michery's award of 2.63 million shares roughly matches up to 1% of all common stock issued and outstanding, although it may not be exact because the shares outstanding figure as of June could have increased. Michery also previously completed the feature milestone, which states that he will receive 5% of all issued and outstanding common shares for entering into an agreement that will set the company or its vehicles apart from competitors or provides Mullen with a first mover or disclosure advantage. Last September, Mullen announced it had signed an agreement with Watergen to equip its vehicles with technology that will provide drinking water from the air. Mullen has not specified whether its vehicles will actually contain this technology. Mullen launches AI-powered vehicle technology. Mullen has officially hopped onto the AI wave. Mullen Automotive will utilize its artificial intelligence-powered Persona personal vehicle assistant across its lineup of vehicles. Persona includes features such as facial recognition and a pet and occupant safe mode. Artificial intelligence has helped give the market a much-needed boost this year. Now, Mullen Automotive is capitalizing on the latest trend. This morning, the company announced that Persona, its AI-powered personal vehicle assistant, would be integrated into its portfolio of commercial and consumer electric vehicles. Persona seeks to customize the vehicle for the driver and provides features such as facial recognition, emergency response, pet and occupant safe mode and interactive sensors. Right from the beginning, when we first introduced Persona at the 2021 Leaders Auto Show, the amount of positive feedback we've received has been far beyond anything we imagined, so, of course, we had to expand it for additional use cases, said CEO David Michery. We are actively working on the broad commercialization of this AI-based proprietary technology. Mullen to expand Persona across its lineup of EVs. Persona was featured during the 2022 Strikingly Different Tour on the Mullen 5. Event goers seemed to be impressed, calling it mind-blowing and a very cool feature. Following the positive feedback, Mullen made the decision to integrate the technology into its other vehicles. Persona will also be showcased at the 2023 Strikingly Different Tour and at the Consumer Electronics Show in January 2024. Mullen provided two potential use cases for Persona. Drivers using its EV cargo vans to deliver packages may be required to lock up and secure their vehicles before each delivery. Persona can simplify this process and save time through its facial recognition technology, which can recognize faces from 8 to 10 feet away and subsequently unlock and power the van. In the case of a Bollinger B1 SUV in an off-grid scenario, a user can also lock up their valuables and enable camp mode to do other activities. Upon return, facial recognition can easily unlock the vehicle. Mullen did not specify whether its Class 3 vehicle, which is slated to begin production next month, will include Persona. Deliveries of the vehicle are forecast to begin during the quarter ending September 30th. The EV company has already received $279 million in purchase orders for its Class 1 and Class 3 vehicles from Randy Marion Automotive Group. Is Lawrence Harge backing away from Mullen deal? Mullen stockholders would like some clarity on the company's relationship with Lawrence Harge. Lawrence Harge held a livestream over the weekend to explain his current position with Mullen Automotive. But I can't speak on David, we don't talk. But I can tell you this here, I didn't sign up for this, said Harge. Mullen Automotive stock is plunging lower, despite an announcement that the company would utilize its Persona personal vehicle assistant in its lineup of vehicles. The decline follows a live stream held by global EV technology founder and Mullen Advanced Energy Operations Senior Vice President of Technology Lawrence Harge over the weekend. At the 2-minute mark, Harge states, "I don't have nothing to hide. Every day people walk away from deals. They don't work out, life goes on, they move on." It's not exactly clear what deal Harge is alluding to, although shareholders are worried that the deal in question could concern his energy management module technology and Mullen Advanced Energy Operations. Harge goes on to explain that he has done over 200 different tests on my product. Is Lawrence Harge backing away from Mullen deal? At about the 4-minute mark, he explains, "Life goes on. I'm at peace. I'm well taken care of and, it's just like any other company. Sometimes people decide they want to go a different way and maybe later, the company hits it big and we can stay with them." Harge goes on to elaborate that he has received threats concerning the energy management module technology, which has made him hesitant to announce further developments. So, in closing, you may hear from me weeks or months from now, but you'll never hear me make another announcement, he said. It also appears that communication between him and Michery has deteriorated, as Harge alleged that the two executives don't speak anymore. But I can't speak on David, we don't talk. But I can tell you this here, I didn't sign up for this. In an interview conducted earlier this month, CEO David Michery stated, "So, we sent Lawrence Harge definitive agreements, which are the operating agreements and all of the agreements that would underlie an operating Mullen Advanced Energy Operations that went to his current lawyer, the Calhoun law firm, and we obviously submitted those documents for review. They submitted those documents to Lawrence and then contacted us towards the end of May to tell us that they were terminated by Lawrence, which we found to be interesting, to say the least." Mullen has not yet filed any forms with the SEC detailing a termination of or other change to its relationship with Harge. For now, all shareholders can do is wait for official word from the company detailing what exactly is going on. Thanks for watching. Numerian Capital News. Please come back tomorrow for another stock news update. Thank you.